Foul on number 11, Willie Miller. That's his first
person na laban kay Miller. Here's Norman Gonzalez. 1 minute and 15 remaining in the first. A missed three-pointer mula kay Paulo Mendoza. Here's Intal. Outside Cortez. Spike Cortez for three. Good swipe there para kay Intal. And here comes Kagiwa on the move all the way to two.
Mark Kagiwa did not start this game, but then you know if you want guys that can finish on that fast break, you want Mark Kagiwa on your team. And a good pass by Mike Cortez.
3-point game in favor of Ginebra. Here's Rizada. Rizada nowhere to go. 9 to shoot para sa Powerade. 35 seconds remaining in the first. And Rizada is left open. Straight into the hands of Cortez.
And last couple of minutes, the offense of Powerade has not been there.
Eric Menk for three. Yes, sir!
Sabi ni Eric Menk, nagsasawa na ako sa banggaan sa ilalim. Dito na lang sa labas. Eh, pwede naman tumira rin dito sa labas.
You don't see that every day. Eric Menk firing and making a three. At diretso tayo sa isang Handy Fix 30-second timeout. Handy Fix, the first aid ng bahay mo. Bonds all, and seals all. And how ironic na yung mga outside shooting struggles ng Ginebra, si Eric Menk pa ang makakakonekta from Rainbow Country.
He does have that shot, but he has struggled lately for the past couple of seasons in making outside shots. When he came into the league, he was more of a complete player. Could post up, could attack you face up, and hit that outside shot. But all those years of being injured has taken away all those time that Eric Menk can really improve his game, as we see this fast break by Mark Kagiwa.
Speaking of injuries, Kagiwa has had to battle some injuries of his own. And here's Eric Menk saying, bakit hindi? Why not? Yes, sir. That's a three para kay Menk. And gives Ginebra a 6-point lead. 2014. Paubos na ang oras sa opening quarter. And Powerade can write the last sentence of the first chapter. 11 seconds remaining in the first. Espino against Menk. Oh, blocked by Eric Menk. 5 seconds to go. Bola ng Ginebra. Cortez to Miller. Miller for two.
And it's the second unit of Barangay Ginebra. When the second unit came in, they were down by a couple of points. But because they have that better second unit and had a better finish, they actually have the lead to end the first.
And Ginebra using a 7-0 run to end the first quarter on top, 22-14. Rudy Haskins started it off with a pair of baskets. Powerade was very steady at the start of this game, but towards the end of the opening quarter, Ginebra, sila na ang namayani, and they're on top 22-14. Magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat. We're bringing you this game all the way from the Batangas City Sports Coliseum. Jong Richico and the rest of Barangay Ginebra looking for win number 1 dito sa ating Philippine Cup. As we begin second quarter action here, Nico Halili kasama si Jason Webb and Magu Marjon. Bringing you all the action in this PBA Saturday Showdown. That's an over and back violation laban sa Powerade.
Powerade struggled from the field in that first quarter. Only 27% from the field compared to 43 for Barangay Ginebra. And it's ironic because at the first timeout, Barangay Ginebra was a team that was struggling to score. But it was Powerade that really couldn't finish it and find the hoop at the latter part of that first.
11 to shoot para sa Ginebra. Miller double team. Here's Intal. Intal inside Eric Menk.
I'm looking at this unit right here for Powerade. It's a unit that might struggle defensively, of better shooters on the floor, but then on the ball defense, they might struggle with on the ball defense.
Wow, it is just hand-to-hand combat between Menk and Espino. Here's that play earlier. Intal. Nice pass inside para kay Menk.
And all the while, you can see that Powerade, naghahabol sila doon dahil naiiwan na sila nung tao nila. It's a bad feeling when you're playing defense and you're already trying to recover and you know you're recovering late.
Ito na po, pinakamalaking lamang ng Ginebra. 10-point lead, 24-14. Sa mga unang bahagi tayo ng second quarter, Intal thought about it. still has the ball, a tough shot. And Menk goes up without the leather, and a swipe by Laure. Foul on Eddie Laure, his first personal. Do you like the machete look of Eric?
It's pretty good. It's comparable to what Wesley was wearing last game.
Alam mo, Wesley, kung nanonood ka, magkaibigan tayo, but either you get a haircut or get a better headband. Mura lang ang headband. Huwag mo na nakawin yung tape nung trainer nyo.
Sa tuhod yan.
Pero huwag ka magmalinis. Ganoon ang buhok mo nung araw. Huwag ka magmamalinis.
Oo. Long hair din tayo dati.
Here we go. Hindi na po inabot yun ni Mike Cortez. Napalakas yung pasa ni Willie Miller.
Again, the bit coming back in because that offensive Powerade is definitely sputtered while he was on the bench.
Time out muna tayo. We're in the second quarter. Back with more Batangas action in a moment. You're looking at the Ginebra huddle. Hinahanap po nila ang kanilang unang panalo dito sa ating All-Filipino Cup. Let's go to Magumarza.
You know, Miko, just before the start of the second quarter, Ronald Tubit took a couple of painkillers dahil daw nagsisimula ng kumirot yung kanyang kanang panga, which was caused by an inadvertent hit coming from Gary David in the first quarter. Siguro pagsipa ng painkiller, pwede na itong pumasok. Is he stepping in right now, Miko?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Fast acting.
Oh.
Fast acting yung yung painkiller. It's a miracle drug.
Well, I tell you, in this tournament, people will need painkillers in this tournament.
Yayaman ang may-ari ng butika.
The Tubit is back on the floor, guarding Gary David. And David almost got away. Bola na punta kay Jai Reyes, nakakapasok lamang, and Gary David lets it fly. That's a two-pointer.
It's an offense for Gary D because when he was on the bench, it was a 15-0 run na pinakawalan ng Barangay Ginebra. They needed those 3 points for the Tigers.
25-16, lamang ang Ginebra with 10 minutes to go in the first half. It's Cortez, Tubit, Miller, Intal, and Menk on the floor for the Gin Kings. They have 14 to shoot. Cortez to Intal. Intal goes in. Drop pass Menk. Natapik ni Laure. Intal picked it up. And here comes Jairez, the rookie. Easily the smallest guy right now on the floor. Maybe even the smallest guy in the entire league. As Cortez pulls up and scores.
Mike Cortez, one of those guys who can just, one of the many guys who can just shoot over Jai Reyes.
Here's Ritualo. Oh! I thought it was a horrible shot by Ritualo, but it went in.
It's only horrible when it misses, but that time around, Renren
The
Ritualo.
shot clock was not winding down. Hindi naman kailangan puwersahin, but I guess when you're Renren, you can get away with it. Here's Reyes. To Ritualo. Missed it. Rob Reyes. Block. Bola natapik. Picked up by Miller. Tuloy-tuloy tayo rito. Miller. Over to Intal. And a steal by Rob Reyes. Here's Ritualo. Tubit comes from behind. A sneaky move by Ronald Tubit. Ito na si Miller. Miller to Cortez. Back to Miller. Jong Uichigo says, time out muna tayo. But Miller says, well, I'll try and put it inside. But he missed it, and the foul is given up by Intal near the half-court line. Hindi na nakita ni Miller, but the entire Ginebra bench was signaling a timeout.
And they're finally going to get it right now. Team.
Actually, walang timeout.
Oh, hindi pa rin.
Wala.
Pero pinalitan na muna
Ang
yung...
dami pinalitan. Helterbrand is in with Yancy De Ocampo and Rudy Hatfield. Ang naiwan si Miller at si Tubit. Rob Reyes. Ritualo. fires. See, that's a problem with the fourth shot. You don't make it. Halatang halata na punersa. 8 points sa kabante ng Ginebra. Here's Elterbrand. Shot clock down to 9. Tubin to Miller over Laure.
He's been shooting well, Willie Miller. That's his first three-pointer from for Willie Miller. But just a while ago, he had that pull-up from just inside the three-point line.
Here's Laure. Bola na punta kay Tubit. 11 points ang labang ng Ginebra. And here's Tubit. Fires, no go. A nice steal by Rudy Hatfield. And now Helterbrand calls the play with 7:25 remaining in the second period. Helterbrand get to shoot. Miller. Miller swings it over to Tubit. Tubit from the corner. No go. Gary David. Nice hesitation move. Could not get the friendly roll. Natatakbo tayo sa kabilang panig. Here's Helterbrand. Helterbrand. Tubit is wide open right now. But Helterbrand gives it to Miller instead. And now to Del Campo from 15.
Powerade had that little run with a couple of three-pointers, but Barangay Ginebra has answered this. Again, when they made their substitutions, talking about Barangay Ginebra, they were able to get some scoring out of those few subs.
Rookie Jair Reyes gets his first field goal of his PBA career at Akmang-Akmalang. It's a three-pointer.
You know that he's not going to try to go in and power someone down at the post. And he's going to need that confidence because if he wants to stay in the league, he has to make that shot at a very high clip.
That's his ticket for survival, really. As Hatfield connects with a turnaround, Hatfield now with 6 points.
I really think that's going to be one of the things that will be up for debate with a lot of coaches is it worth it to play zone defense if you can play man-to-man defense this tough? Because you basically lose the advantage of being physical if you play zone defense.
And there's Jairez invading the shaded lane. And we have a three-man substitution here. Makapagal comes in, Sean Anthony. Kasama si Chico Lanete.
And while players are still trying to get used to all the physical play that is being talked about, you would expect the players to have shorter bursts on the floor because mas nakakapagod eh. Kasi tumatakbo ka na tapos may halong banggaan pa.
And that's why that 14 to play rule.
Malaking bagay yan.
That's why coaches have been very liberal in bringing in and taking out players in games. Malamang napansin nyo na yan.
But yeah, I would think sa simula mapapagod yung mga players, but they will adjust to yung physical play. Tapos they'll be able to have longer runs on the court. Kung ngayon they're being limited by their coaches maybe to 6 or so minutes, pag nasanay na yan, baliwala na yan.
Because it becomes the norm.
Of course.
Yun ay normal. Meantime, here's Hatfield. Miller, all he needs is a slight opening.
Defense of Powerade lacking in this quarter. Another shot by Willie Miller. The thing is, uncontested yung tira ni Willie Miller. But credit to Barangay Ginebra for running their play very well.
And that's a three-pointer para kay Gary David. Gary David in double figures with 10. Pero 11 puntos pa rin lamang ng Ginebra, 36-25. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Bola na kay Helterbrand and now Tubin. Del Campo loses that ball. Turnover laban sa Ginebra. Here comes Gary David. Nice pass para kay Lanete, but a nicer block from Ronald Tubin. Here's Makapagal with a pull-up and it's good. Ayaw magpaiwan ng Powerade dito sa ating ball game. Ginebra led by as many as 14. The Powerade sticking around. We'll be back after this timeout. Four and 41 remaining dito sa second quarter. Ginebra sila po namamayani sa kasalukuyan 36-27. Here's Helterbrand so far